Hey guys, do you need a generator for your house? Let me show you what I built. Come on, let's check it out. Okay, so let's take a look at this up close. Just to let you know, there is a handle on here and there are wheels, and I took those off because this is permanently mounted essentially here to the platform, which is also mounted into the ground. You can see I have selection here of which fuel supply I want to utilize. So I just flip that to natural gas, propane, etc. Push button start, excuse me, as well as the pull start, of course, is available. There is on-off control for the battery. I have some sensor lights here that'll light up and tell me what's going on. I do have a reader which tells me volts being utilized, time that it's been run, if maintenance is due, anything like that, which is great. Master on-off breaker here. We do have some USB outlets, as well as the main 50 amp connecting plug. And then we have a 30 amp plug, and I have two separate breakers here for 20 amp here and here. This is running to my fan, which pulls the heat out. And then there's a battery here, which basically handles the electric start for the motor. I've already done service. I have the line mounted here for propane since I use that the most. And of course I have my propane tank there. So I do want to take a minute to highlight why I did this, right? So instead of doing a whole house Generac system or Kohler or whatever, let me just tell you why. It's because it was well over $20,000. I needed a new natural gas line ran from the street to my house. That was close to $8,000 or $9,000, they told me, just for the line. And then the Generac or Kohler itself was $15,000 to $20,000 installed. Those are the quotes I got for where I live in southeastern Pennsylvania. So for me, showing you this unit and what I built, the total cost is about $3,500. And that includes the generator, which is about $1,500. Building this shed with materials that I built myself was about $1,000. And then the rest was the electrician to install the 50 amp hookup for me and do some things in the electrical panel up to code. Now let me just demonstrate how easy it is to start this up. Right now, as I open it, this is how it usually sits. Trickle charger is running. I'm going to unhook the trickle charger, plug in the battery to the main unit here. So this powers to get ready to start up the generator. I have my propane tank. I'm going to connect, open the tank all the way, switch it to propane, which is over here. So I grab and turn, make sure power is on. You can flip the breaker on, and it will auto start and cycle until it fully starts. Something else I love to showcase is how quiet this is doing this generator build. All right, so we'll call that 76 decibels. Now let me close this up. So it was 77 decibels next to the motor. All right, so we're looking at 61. Sleeping inside, it's pretty quiet as well. In case you're wondering, let's look at how loud the muffler is, or lack thereof, rather. Right around 65 decibels, which is great. Now I'm going to use the remote. There we go. So it is nice having the start stop. We just comment on having pull start and the push button start stop and the remote control. I do this for a number of things. Obviously you want a backup to a backup, right? You could always pull start it, which is great. Realistically, if my wife or a neighbor comes to help or something else happens, I'm not home and I need someone else to start this. I need this to be as easy as possible, right? And so I like having electric start on it, and that's why I picked this generator and have this whole setup with the generator shed. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about the setup. I respond to all the comments that come in. I appreciate your support. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Come back and check me out in the next video. Take care. Have a great day.